I'm Kayla.
I'm Anna. This is Laughs and Legacies.
Hey guys, welcome back to Laughs and Legacies. This week we got a time I was at a concert. Would you rather spend for a ticket that's really cheap but you don't really know them that well to go to a concert, or would you rather spend hundreds of dollars to go to someone you really liked?
Okay. Here's the thing. There's only like two people I would spend... Actually, I think there's only one person I would spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars for to go to a concert. Like, no one else I really don't care for. There's other people that have come and I'm like, yeah, I listen to that person, I know like all their songs, but I'm okay not spending $600, $700 for that, you know? The only person I would spend money for is Billie Eilish.
Oh, that would be fun.
I just know all of her songs, and
I see videos from her concerts and they look so epic.
I just really like her voice. I mean, everybody does, obviously, but like...
I mean, she wouldn't be as famous as she was if we didn't.
I would spend money for that. But to be honest...
she's so real, too.
Yeah, just everything. And most times I just spend less than $50 on a single ticket. Like, that's my rule of thumb. Like, my friend was like, you want to come to Travis Scott with me? It's like $90. I'm like, nope. It's not under $50 because I'm cheap. So, like, I'll buy, like, $70 tickets. I went, like, got some for I'm Not Shane, Christian French, Coin, so on. Like, a lot of people that are, like, under $50. I love it.
Both of us really tried, well, I don't know if you would say this for yourself too, but I try to find musicians that are, like, I purposely try to find ones that are not really popular yet, popular enough to have concerts in not super sketchy places, but not popular enough so that I can get these cheap tickets.
Yeah.
Because I remember, this is like one of my favorite ones, actually. I mean,
Quinn?
not my favorite, but yeah, Quinn. We got Quinn tickets for like what?
$16.
Was it $16?
Yeah.
That was before he was, and now looking at them, they're easily probably like $200, right? So, I haven't looked recently.
That was fun because it was like in the Crescent Ballroom.
Yeah, that's what it was, Crescent
Yeah,
Ballroom.
and
It's
it was
just
like
this
a
teeny
small
little
underground
bar.
room. Yeah, super fun, super nice. I like it. Yeah.
Anytime I can find concerts like that, I'm so for. I'm like, this guy's gonna be big one day, so let's go before he's popular.
Yeah.
And that was another one that I've done. I had, my brother and I went to a 21 Pilots concert way before they were popular. I think that one was like one of my more expensive. I think it was like probably $30.
Ooh.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather spend less money to go to those, and it was a bigger venue. That's probably why it was more than $15.
Yeah.
But I love 21 Pilots. I've actually been to 3 of their concerts. That one with my brother. Another time I went, it was like what are those called? It was like with Chipotle. They were doing like this big event. They had concerts going all day from a bunch of different people.
A festival?
Thank you. They had like a festival. Chipotle had like little tents all over. Basically, if you went to all these tents and learned how they produce their food and blah, 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 you could get a free meal. So we did that during the whole day. But the only reason I really went to this event was because I wanted to go see 21 Pilots. I didn't even know any of the other people playing during the whole day. I only wanted 21 Pilots. I went with a couple of other people, and finally, because they weren't till like 5 p.m., they come out, and they're like, we're ready to go. And I'm like, guys, this is the only reason I'm here. Like, we're staying. We stayed for like 2 songs, and I was ticked. I was so mad. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm literally walking out of 21 Pilots right now. They were free. This was literally a free event, and I'm walking out. Are you kidding me?
I was devastating, dude.
So mad.
Kayla and I went to a 21 Pilots concert, and she just found out about this like 2 seconds ago. She doesn't remember, but for my 16th birthday, she had bought tickets for us. And I've never been to a concert before. I just told her this, and she was like, what? I'm an awesome sister.
I didn't remember. I mean, obviously I knew at the time, but I didn't remember.
Yeah. So that was my first concert ever. I was so excited. Plus, I think that's like the only artist I knew all of the words for. And it was so fun. Those guys are such good performers. They, like, you know, did a bunch of backflips, and it was huge. And
was that the one where they got into like the hamster ball and onto the crowd?
Which he didn't do that after a certain point because, you know, people were stupid. But yeah, he would get on the hamster ball and walk across the crowd while they hold up their hands. They put a board out on the crowd and put on the whole drum set, and he put water all over the drums.
That's
and just
so fun.
And the water's everywhere.
Spraying everywhere.
It was so cool at the end too when they like at the beat drop, he like hits drums, the waters go flying, and all behind them, all this confetti just like shoots up, and it was so epic because their music is just like so hype, like yeah. Anyways,
I would still go to another one of their concerts, but I don't think they are doing anymore. I haven't even seen a song released from them in quite a while.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them in a long time.
I looked them up actually like the other day to see like, am I just like missing it? Are they releasing songs and I'm not seeing them? But they're not. I think both of them, like, they got married and one of them has kids, and so I think they just kind of decided family.
They're living life.
Good for them. But come back. We miss your music. I still listen to their stuff every once in a while. I'm like, I need a little 21 Pilots in my life.
Yeah,
just
throwback.
jam.
I went to an unexpected concert one time. My friends were like, a lot of my friends will ask me to go to like those cheap concerts, and I just say yes to everything.
Might as well.
I said yes to one like a few weeks ago for like Ricky Montgomery, and I didn't know him at all. I've never heard of him, and I didn't know any of his music. I told my little brother, I was like, I'm gonna go see this guy, Rick Montgomery. Like, I was trying to figure it out, and Trevor was like, Ricky Montgomery, are you kidding me? And he started reciting all of his songs to me, and I'm like, that guy, yeah. And I went. I knew none of his songs. But the opener guy, I knew like 5 of his songs. And I was so proud of myself. I was like, this is this guy? Are you kidding me?
I actually love that. When you know the opener, you're like, yes.
I don't know how that happened. I was like, dude, I love this guy. Like, I have a bunch of his songs.
Who was it?
I don't even remember
the
name, but like I know the songs.
Well.
I'm not a huge artist person. I'm a song person. Does that make sense?
I don't remember names of songs either. I'll just start singing it. Like, that's that song.
Yeah, there's like a few artists that I actually know, like Billie Eilish and Labyrinth, you know what I mean? But another concert I just said yes to was Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup. What the heck? I went. It was a rock concert, and the guys were so sick. Like, I didn't even know that this was their song, but it was like 1989. I don't know the words, but that song. And at some point in the concert, this was the funniest and craziest thing. He's like, okay, some of you may already know this, but we do the introduction song to a kids show, and we're going to sing it for you guys. But, you know, in our way, not the kids version way where it was in the show. We're going to do it the rock way. There's 104 days of summer vacation. And then it gets to the drop. Like maybe building a rocket from
It was screamo.
It was crazy. And everyone was like, rah! Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Been eating some bourbon in here. Let's go. That was sick. That was a good surprise.
I love when artists, obviously, if they sing well, right? Their music has to be good. That's an obvious, or else I wouldn't want to go to their concert. But if they can be entertaining while not singing as well, is like prime. Like, tell a joke, do a funny thing, do a flip, do a something. I don't know.
Do
like,
a flip.
I'll say that the next time. Do a flip.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. Like, was it that concert with you? I think it was the 21 Pilots as well, where they like talked with like a. Was it not you? I can't remember. There was somebody that they had like a offstage. Why can't I think? Oh my goodness, my brain's not working. Where someone just like narrates.
Oh.
They had like a narrator, and so they're like talking with the narrator. It was just like really funny. I thought it was the 21 Pilots concert, but maybe it wasn't.
No, that's interesting.
Maybe it was Brad Paisley, but I don't know. It was just
yeah,
so
I have
funny.
No idea. That just made me think, though. Not really related, but it just made me think. I was talking to Nate, my boy, and he's like, okay, yeah, I would go to your concerts. Like, we listen to completely different music. And I was like, yeah, we can go to these ones. I like doing random ones that are, like, cheap. He's like, perfect, yeah, let's go. And he's like, we can't really do any of my concerts. And I was like, what do you mean, why not? I totally want to go to yours. Like, don't think I don't want to go, you know? And he's like, no, like, we can't. Most of them are dead or in jail. And I was like, all right, good point.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
My big thing, though, too, is when I go with somebody, I want to know as many songs as I can. I don't want to go only knowing one song. That's kind of a waste to me. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I went to Brad Paisley. I really didn't know I think I knew 2 songs. And so when I bought the tickets, because they were cheap, I listened to him for like 2 weeks straight. I was like, I'm going to learn these songs. And so when I went with my friend, he's like, how do you know his songs? I thought you only knew like 2. I was like, I did my homework, man. I did my homework. And when I've been to a couple concerts with friends, and they're like, yeah, I love them, let's go. And then they just stood there. I'm like partying, like, yeah, singing every word, and they're just standing there. That, to me, not fun.
It's hard, though, because some concerts I go to, like, it's hard to just jam out because they're very indie or slow, and so I just like to, like, look and feel, you know? I'm just like, but, like, I'll sway or whatever. But I feel like it has to be the right kind of music to, like really go, yeah.
I mean, that's true, but I still would, I don't know. Just to be able to, like, sing with them, too. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't like standing there like, okay, when's the song gonna end? Because I don't know it.
Yeah, that's boring. I see, I get you.
But, obviously, you can't... Not everyone's going to know every single song, especially if you buy a ticket last minute or whatever, or you're invited to a concert. Like, you weren't planning on going, but you were invited and you know.
Pretend.
At least try. And if you don't, pretend. Like, act like you're still having fun. Act like you're enjoying. Which takes me to a story from our cousin Brittany. She had gotten tickets super cheap to... I actually don't know who this is, but it's JXDN. Do you know who that? I feel like I know who that is, but I'll have to look it up afterwards, what he sings. But she had gotten super cheap tickets because when she bought them, she got them for her then boyfriend, who really liked him. She knew some of his songs, but not all of them. She was like looking it up. Who is it?
Angels and Demons, So What? Oh, wait, I feel like I know this guy.
Oh, wait, I think I know too.
So Think About Me.
I think we'll have to listen to it afterwards.
Anyways, sorry about that.
Anyways, by the time, so she bought the tickets pretty early, and then they had broken up. And so she's like, well, who do I bring? She started asking some of her friends, but she wanted to go with somebody who knew the songs. And all of her friends didn't really know them and didn't really have any interest in that kind of music anyway. So she's like, well, what if I just make a date out of it? What if I ask another guy? She had gone on a couple dates with this one guy. They weren't like super good dates, meaning he was just kind of quiet. And she thought maybe it was just like the settings they were in and whatnot. So she had asked him, said, hey, do you want to go to this concert with me? And he goes, well, I don't really know his music, but I got 2 weeks before a concert. I'll do my research. I'll listen to the songs. 2 weeks pass by. Time of the date. He drove over to her house. She said she would drive because they were living, I think, in Orem or Provo, and it was in Salt Lake, which is like a 35-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. 40.
Yeah, thank you for telling me because I have no idea of the geography of anywhere but here.
Especially, like, once you get there, sometimes there's traffic, whatever. So, 35, 40 minutes, right? They get there, or actually, when they get in the car, she starts asking him questions. Obviously, they gotta drive ahead of them, and so she's asking him questions, and he's just giving her one-word answers. And
these people.
Just being kind of like, bleh. Bro. And she's like, okay, well, he obviously doesn't want to talk, so I'll turn on the music to the band we're gonna go see. She goes, let's get hyped. Let's go. Let's jam to them. She puts it on. She starts turning it on. And he goes, who is this? And she goes, this is the concert we're going to. He's like, oh yeah, I didn't have time to like listen to them. She goes, huh. In her mind going, thanks. Like I would have taken somebody else. That was the whole reason why I asked if you knew who they were before I invited you. Oh, this is so great. Anyways, so They get to, they drive all the way there. She pays for parking. They get to the venue. They're waiting in line because they hadn't opened the doors to let people into the actual venue yet. And she thought it was really weird that she stood in line. And usually when you're with somebody, especially with just like one other person, right, you would stand right next to them, you know. And he stood behind her and facing the other direction on his phone.
What the freak?
She's
Who
just
is
like,
this guy?
I don't know.
The audacity, guys! Find this guy and throw him away. What is going on?
Like, because it's so much better telling off of memory than what I wrote. It's just so bad. She's just going, okay, what the heck, this guy. So she's trying to make conversation with him, still being kind of a butt. And then he goes, well, are you hungry? And she goes, no, I haven't really felt good today. I had a couple snacks before I left, and you just said the audacity. Then he goes, are you in your period? And she's like, are you kidding me? Did you really just ask me that?
Oh my.
She goes, no, I just didn't feel good, and, you know, the snacks, like, held me over. I didn't want, like, a full meal. Like, I'm doing all right. And he goes, well, I didn't eat. And she goes, well, inside they have, you know, they sell, like, pretzels, or, like, they sell other things, probably, like, bar food that you can think of, you know, small things. Concession stand is a better word, not really bar. Anyways.
Oh my gosh, if there's any guy right now listening to this and he's saying, I don't get what's wrong with, like, what this guy's doing, you're the problem.
You're the problem. So she's, like, telling him this, and he goes, well, no, I'd rather, like, leave and go get some food. And she goes, well, I don't really want to, like, leave. And he goes, well, can I borrow your car? She should get slapped for saying yes. First of all, she gave him his keys, and he left. She's still waiting in line. And then this line starts moving. At this venue, they did a weird thing where you couldn't, like, screenshot a ticket and send it to somebody else. You had to be with your whole party. And so she's, like, texting him and calling him, and he's not answering. She's like, I'm walking in, like, where are you? And then she had asked the front, and apparently they had switched the rules so she could screenshot it and send it to him, which was lucky, right? She screenshots it, sends it. She goes, tell me when you're here. I'm inside. She's waiting and waiting and waiting. 2 openers come out, sing their songs, and have left at this point, and he has not responded to her. Everyone's with their friends, and she's just standing there like, I am at this concert by myself. Who goes to a concert by themselves? She had seen a guy, like, not very far from where she was standing, that she had literally met the night before. She didn't remember his name. She just, like, remembered his face and kept going in her mind, like, should I just go say hi? Like, he probably doesn't remember who I am. Like, it was literally yesterday. Like, I just don't want to stand here by myself anymore. Finally, she's, like, still texting this guy, and he's not responding. And she goes, well, you know what? I don't want to stand here by myself anymore. So she goes over. Luckily, the guy recognizes her. And he's with, like, 8 other dudes, and they're, like, attractive guys.
This is a win! A win!
She said that at the end, but I'll come back to that. She ends up just hanging out with these guys. Super cool.
Yes.
Has a fun time at this concert. And the guy is answering going like, yeah, sorry, I ended up going to this sit-down restaurant. Why would you not go to fast food?
What is this guy? I want to know where you're at, and I'm going to guess you are alone, you have no hair,
oh my gosh,
no job, and you're ugly.
Oh my gosh, Anna, chill.
Look, it's the only thing. It's the only explanation.
She said he was good looking, but, you know, things might have changed in the last little while.
Dude, what is going on? This is, like, not human. You're so
guys,
weird, dude.
Our cousin is so flippin' cute. She is adorable. She is so nice. Like, why would somebody be so outright rude? I don't get it. Anyways, he goes to a sit-down restaurant. They're taking a long time giving him his food. And then it's still not a lot. The timing still just doesn't add up for one person who was already sitting down, you know, eating. So at the end of the concert, the guys that she's standing with goes, he sounds really sketchy. Let's walk you to your car. And she kept saying, like, come back and bring me back my car. And
like
he pulls up, and the guys are all razzing him, going like, dude, what the heck? Like, where were you? Blah, 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 blah. Apparently, he went to the Capitol building and was just sitting there in his car.
Her car.
Her car. My theory is that he just went on like another date or something. Like, there's no way. There's just no flipping way. And concerts usually end around like 11 p.m., right? And he had made a big deal before even going that, oh, I have a super big test in the morning. I need to wake up at 4 a.m. You know, she's like, why wouldn't you tell me this? I would have invited somebody else.
Seriously. Guys, I'm like so flabbergasted.
This is still not done.
Hold on, real quick. You are like the dirt of the earth. One, be honest, be nice. There's no reason to be rude and do things like that. And you're acting crazy. This is like Ted Bundy vibes. Why are you doing that? Like,
just so weird.
How old are you? 4? This is so weird. And Brittany's freaking awesome. Are you kidding me? And gorgeous.
You're gonna gasp at this next part, right? He's picking her up. And she's like, okay, yeah, I'll drive home. And he goes, no, I'll just drive. And she goes, no, it's my car. I like to drive. And he goes, no, just get in the car. And she's too nice to say anything. So she gets in her car, in the passenger seat. He drives home. She starts apologizing. Like, I'm sorry. I wish I would have, like, known you didn't want to come. And blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm sorry that. And he's just going, oh, it's okay, like, I'm glad you had fun, and like, making her feel even worse, even though she did nothing wrong. And then once he just said, like, oh, it's okay, he ends up blasting music as to not talk to her, drives all the way home, then gets out of the car and goes, okay, see ya, and just walks off.
Ew!
And I'm like, Brittany, why would you let him take your car? 1, you should never do that. You don't even know this guy very well. You should have he could have just stolen your car. 2, I would have been, if he came back, I'd be like, no, get out. If I was going to drive him home, first off, I would have been like, no, get out of the car. This is my car. I will drive home. But I still wouldn't have done that. I would be like, no, you're going to get out and go get an Uber. You're going to drive yourself home. You're not coming with me. You didn't want to spend time with me. Then get out and go home.
She should have given us his name so we can call him out.
Ew! I don't even think she remembers his name because she's like, I haven't seen that guy since. But it ended up being great that she met this big group of guy friends that she was friends with the whole summer. She went on dates with a couple of them. She said they were just like a super fun group of guys, super attractive, all those good things.
That's awesome.
Women, don't go out with people like that.
Don't give people chances.
Don't put up with that crap. You say, get out of my car right now.
A serial
I was like
killer
trying
energy.
not to swear to like.
I'm
like,
trying
get
not
out.
to swear too. Like,
is that so nasty? Get out.
There's just no reason to act like that. Like, you have some mental incapabilities, I think. Like, I literally, that just does not compute, bro. Like, guys, like, grow up. Grow up a little bit. I think that'd be really nice.
So that was just a story of strangers not being nice to us. And next week we're going to have a time that strangers helped us. So we'll end on a better note next week.
Yeah, please submit your stories and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.